October 7th, 2025, episode 604, episode 604, let's go. Of course, I have a few things to share with you guys. Shall we? Florida firefighter accused of throwing close to 100 painted red tampons onto boyfriend's ex-lawn. I don't think that's going to bring him back, sweetie. Whatever happened to playing the boombox outside someone's window?
Orange County firefighter arrested after allegedly dumping close to 100 tampons on her ex-boyfriend's front yard in DeLand. Gabrielle Franz is now facing 2 stalking charges. According to court documents, the new girlfriend reached out to Volusia County Sheriff deputies after Franz allegedly dumped the tampons last Monday night. Franz has since bonded out of jail.
It's a love story, kids. A Florida love story. That's why in my new book titled Gaslighting Your Way into a Better Relationship, I share some tips with the fellas on how to navigate the stormy seas of a breakup. For example, just leave. Get up and go. Get out of there. You don't have to explain anything to her. Closure leads to conflict. After all, she lost you. And if she really loved you, she would have bought you and your new girl 100 long stem roses instead of delivering 100 personal hygiene products. A Florida firefighter has been arrested after she allegedly dumped around 100 red painted tampons on her ex-boyfriend's lawn last week in Volusia County. Now, were they fire engine red or was it Manic Mincy's maroon? On the night of October 2nd, a deputy with the Volusia Sheriff's Office says they were flagged down by a woman who said she wanted to ask about an incident that took place several days prior at her home. The woman said she and her boyfriend, who she lives with, he dumped you for some new in-house, it be like that, came home on September 30th to see a large number of red painted tampons scattered throughout their front yard. You mean to tell me she couldn't find anything better to do? No blazes to battle, no cats stuck up a tree somewhere. She found all that free time to paint 100 tampons red, but couldn't find a second to figure out how to keep her man. Whoops, let a whole nother chick move in on you. You know you don't have to wait until exactly steak and BJ day to give your man a steak and a BJ. That's all I'm saying. The new couple, reviewed their security footage and said they saw dark colored pickup trucks slowly passing their house on the night of September 29th. You sure it wasn't Big Worm? The couple said the truck appeared to make sure no other cars were riding around before circling back to their home. A person in the back of the truck is then seen throwing tampons into the yard. The video footage also allegedly shows a woman running on foot into the yard and throwing more tampons. Yeah, you got to get rid of all the evidence. Clear out the truck. You don't want to get caught riding around with those tampons. Girl math. According to an arrest affidavit, the couple believed the man's ex-girlfriend, Gabrielle Franz, had been the one to throw the tampons. The couple said Franz was unhappy they were together, and had talked badly about them to others, made angry posts on social media, and drove a truck similar to the one seen in the video. Post photos of you and your new girlfriend at all of your old girlfriend's favorite restaurants. Buy your new girlfriend that one thing that your old girlfriend said she really, really wanted right before you escape the relationship. Document everything. Document. Don't block any communications. Actually, hit the like button on those mean posts she makes towards you and your brand spanking new lover. The judge needs to see all of that. Your romantic freedom is only one court order away. Deputies went to speak with Franz, who said she didn't know where her ex-boyfriend lived and was never there. Stop. If you weren't so busy painting tampons, maybe you could have came up with a better lie. Once officials told Franz about the evidence collected. She then said she was at the home, but the tampons were not her idea. Because deputies found France to be the primary aggressor in the incident, she was arrested on misdemeanor stalking charges and taken to the Volusia County Jail. The Orange County Fire Rescue Department confirmed that France was a firefighter with their organization. However, she has been put on paid leave. She has now been released on bond. You heard that, kids? You might want to check under your beds for her tonight. Boogity boo. Of course, I love to hear your thoughts on this. I love to hear your opinions on this. This is Florida, so it could have been a lot worse. There could have been bullets involved. Clearly exposed, woman kicks down boyfriend's door and uses unknown instrument to lacerate his testicle sac.
Warrant is out for the arrest of a Toledo woman accused of breaking into a man's home, then cutting one of his testicles. Toledo police looking for Janita Hopings. We're going to show you a picture from 2012 of Hopings. Police believe the 45-year-old woman went to the home of someone she knows yesterday, kicked open the door. The guy living there told police he heard someone breaking in, so he ran down the stairs, but he didn't have any clothes on. That's when Hopings allegedly attacked him, cutting one of his testicles. He had to go to the hospital for treatment. Hopings is charged with felonious assault and aggravated burglary.
Lately, I've had the strangest feeling, with no vivid reason here to find. Yet the thought of losing you's been hanging round my mind. You cut his balls off. That is testicular homicide. It's like losing a flipper. One testicle will never balance right in underwear. He's going to be walking in circles for the rest of his life. An Ohio woman, Ohio, the short bus, welcome back, paid an unexpected visit to her boyfriend's house that allegedly ended with him being taken to the hospital. Authorities in Toledo have issued a warrant for the arrest of Janita Hopings on charges of felonious assault and aggravated burglary. She's still out there somewhere. You're worried about a government shutdown, and there's a woman out there chopping men's balls off. Priorities. According to court documents reviewed by Law and Crime, Hopings allegedly kicked open the front door of her boyfriend's home on Tuesday while she was in possession of an unknown instrument. That unknown utensil just couldn't have been a spatula or something to cook your man a hot meal. Instead, it had to be something to castrate him with, huh? Local ABC affiliate WTVG obtained additional documentation that stated that the boyfriend had gone to inspect the alleged break-in without any clothes on. Damn, give him an inch, they take a ball. You know, you never hear stories about men kicking in a woman's door and attempting to saw off her titties. They might shoot at her a teeny bit, but there's some lines you just don't cross. It's rules of engagement. You know whatever she cut him with was not sanitized or sterilized. Nasty work. According to court documents, Hopings allegedly cut her boyfriend's testicle sac with the instrument, causing a laceration injury that required medical treatment at a nearby hospital. Authorities said that the boyfriend's testicle was clearly exposed as a result of Hopings' alleged attack. While court documents stated that Hopings and the victim were in a relationship and referred to the man as her boyfriend, authorities stated that they do not live together. You can have a boyfriend or a girlfriend and not live with them. That doesn't necessarily mean that y'all not in a relationship. According to the documents, Hopings allegedly knowingly and forcefully broke into the man's home by kicking down the door. Definitely not girlfriend activities. It's all speculation on my part, but I don't think they were in a relationship. They might have been on the outs, and that's just about it, because that was a blatant attempt at her trying to make sure he never sleeps with another woman again. According to WTVG's reporting, the man told police that he heard the noise and went to investigate while he was not wearing any clothes. What were you going to fend off an attacker with butt naked? He was met in his own home by Hopings, who had allegedly entered the home without permission or consent. A possible motive for Hopings' alleged actions did not appear in the court documents. A warrant for Hopings' arrest was issued on Wednesday. Hopings is still at large and wanted by police. This is scary business. Do you think she'll pull up and try to take out the other one, finish the job? Her most recent social media activity appears to be a Facebook post from Monday night. right now, it does not specify that there was another woman in the house, so maybe he just enjoys being in the comfort of his own home butt naked. He could have just got out of the shower, any number of reasons. Of course, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. You know what I do? I'll tell you anyway. With my one nut left, or with my one left nut, whichever one it is, I'd bang one of her closest relatives as a last act of defiance. Keep your balls on a swivel, gentlemen. She's still out there. Fun show, fun show, fun show. The music for this episode is from the Wave Society. Get your music from the Wave Society. I'll leave the contact information down here at the bottom. If you're a producer and you would like to have your music featured on an episode of this podcast, reach out to me on any one of my socials. I'll leave the contact information up here at the top. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials. Find me wherever you listen to your favorite podcast. I am there. That being said, I'm going to wrap this one up, but I'll be sure to talk to you guys very, very soon. Jusqu'à la prochaine fois. For the arrest of Janita Hopings, 45, on charges of felonious assault and aggravated burglary. She's still out there somewhere chopping men's balls off, and you're worried about a government shutdown. The freedom of genitals all across this country is at risk as long as that woman is out free. Yet the thought of losing you's been hanging round my mind. You cut his balls off.